Hello there, guys and girls. This is the Pressure Prince with Jonas Knee. Hello.
Hello, hello.
You made your appearance again on my channel. It's been a while. I think. Anyway.
No, it hasn't.
Hasn't?
Well, it depends
Oh,
when
right,
you will upload
right,
this,
right.
right? So
Yeah, we were playing.
StarCraft.
Yeah.
Stuff is confused.
So this is Blue Tournament Round of 8 match between Achilles of Agony and Highamacus of Sith. And first game is going to be Achilles. Well, this is Alexandria, I believe, right? It's Alexandria, or is it Tur?
Yeah, I think Alexandria. You can see the city in the background.
And we have Arverni against Galatia. Achilles is Arverni and Galatia has been picked by Highamacus. Let's see, both players have used these factions throughout the tournament. Highamacus has used Arverni, Tylus, Boy, and Rome. Achilles used Arevaci, Iceni, Boy, and Pontus. So definitely Achilles has a lot more power factions remaining for him. He only basically used Boy as one power faction. But Highamacus used Tylus, Boy, and Rome, like 3 of the strongest factions in the game, compared to Achilles' Boy, just one faction. But Galatia is an interesting pick. They have really strong mid-tier sword infantry, but has the game started? No, it hasn't. But they don't have any elites right now. I mean, in the unit roster.
Well,
so
they have elite spearmen and cavalry, but no.
Don't have any Oathsworn or something like that. So I feel like in this tournament they are a bit weak, since it's max 8 of the same unit type. Basically they can bring 6 Galatian legionaries and 2 Galatian swords. Whereas something like Arverni can bring 4 Oathsworn, 4 chosen swordsmen, much stronger melee force. Or he can go for even 3 Oathsworn if he wants to have more cavalry or Levy Freeman or something. But I feel like this is a good matchup for Arverni, I think. So they should be favored.
That said though, chosen swordsmen aren't actually that good unit. Quite bad actually.
It's gonna have to be carried by the Oathsworn. One thing to note though is that Galatia might bring archers, which would wreck Oathsworn. And if Achilles loses his Oathsworn, it's gonna be really difficult for him to win this game. It is a best of 3, so he still has a shot after it. I think even if he loses this game, he has higher chances of winning just because he has stronger factions in his pool remaining. But anyway, game has started. I'm going to go over Achilles' build. He has, let's see. It's actually kind of hidden in the forest, and both players are, but let's see. See that Achilles does have some heavy horse on the field. 2 heavy horse on his left flank, 2 on his right, and then let's see. Oathsworn strategist general, of course, pretty normal. You don't really see anything else as Arverni. Then he has 5 chosen swords and 2 more Oathsworn, and in total I believe 6 Levy Freemen, so pretty standard Arverni build. Now what does Highamacus have?
Highamacus has 2 Cappadocian cavalry scouting ahead of the army right now. And then in spear forces he has a Galatian nobleman. 2 of them actually excluding the general, which is also a Galatian nobleman, so actually 3 Galatian noblemen for some.
Oh.
A Levy Freeman, a couple of Galatian swords, and 6 Galatian legionnaires. And then 2 Levy Freemen in the back, and the other flank too. So quite a lot of spearmen actually for Galatia. I'm not sure how that is going to work. Like, he must have posted, like, I don't know, 5,000 into spears or something. Like,
Yeah.
I think it's a disproportionately big part of his army.
I mean, we'll see how they do against Olsorn and Chosen Swordsman. Maybe he just wanted more infantry in the melee. Since he can't bring more swords, he just brought strong spears. I don't know exactly how Galatian noblemen do against Oathsworns and Chosen Swordsmen. They might do well against Chosen Swordsmen, but they should get wrecked by Oathsworn.
Chosen Swordsmen are quite bad sword units, though.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be a surprise if they killed the old swan.
Yeah, and in that case, it would be a good pick for Highamacus.
Yeah. Well, if he can wreck the front line of Achilles fast enough for the flanking force not.
Yeah. Thing is, Achilles definitely has an advantage in terms of cavalry, and he has stronger, like he has elite swords, whereas we have nothing for Galatia. But Galatia has the numbers in infantry. I mean, Galatia only has 2 cavalry. That's basically it. No skirmishes whatsoever. So it's a bit surprising because I would have expected some Syrians on the field from Galatia to snipe the Oathsworns.
Maybe not for this map though. Like, there's a lot of forests. There's only like part really where you can like use.
Yeah.
That would require Achilles, of course, want to engage that area.
Are you drawing?
No, I'm not drawing that. I think that's G. I think he wrote
that's
lol.
GD. Oh, GD. So, yeah, looks like Achilles is moving up. He needs to be careful. He has to pull back his main line, because if he engages right now, his flanking forces are gonna be late to the party, I think. Oh, he's gonna go for it.
I think Averni's flanking forces too close. I think this is bad for him.
Yeah, he's too far away. He's gonna get super flanked right now by the Galatian noblemen and other units. And I'm not sure if heavy horse here are gonna do a great job. He needs to pull them back quickly. That said, the Galatian legionaries didn't really get a charge off. So, yeah, and the flanking force, it's coming in for Achilles right now. He's also rear charging the Cappadocians with this heavy horse. But on his left flank, the heavy horse is just getting wrecked. He's going to get some nice rear charges though with the heavy horse. The spears are nowhere to be seen.
So it's kind of late because his main line is already starting to grow quite fast.
He needs to pop his abilities on his general, Achilles that is. He isn't really doing that right now. Like Headhunt and the Battle Rhythm, he needs to do that. To kill the Galatians really quickly.
Galatia really needs to raise the rally and raise.
He's gonna have a okay, now he's popping Headhunt and we should see Battle Rhythm soon. But he's not activating it, so that is quite strange. There we go, now it's popped. His old swords are doing quite well, but his chosens aren't doing. Surprisingly, actually, a chosen over here isn't doing too terribly.
Yeah.
His heavy horse are killing Cappadocians. He's got Oathsworns flanking around, like one Oathsworn going for the Galatian nobleman of Highamacus. In fact, Highamacus is losing his left flank pretty decisively, but he's broken the center of Achilles, and he might
Question
actually.
would be, is that fast enough? Like,
Yeah, Achilles is also losing quite heavily on his left flank. He has to pop a second win on his general now. He's very tired. He's not gonna be so efficient if he doesn't pop it. When Achilles needs to disengage his heavy horse that are fighting the spear general of Highamacus right now. But I'm not sure. He has to be careful. Like, where is the second wind? It's not being popped. Still no second wind. His general is falling rapidly. There we go. It is now fresh. It has been popped.
Shield wall now!
Shield wall activated by Galatian legionaries. And
they should have activated it a lot earlier there.
Yeah.
But you're up against an old swallow.
I mean, it's definitely Achilles is not being efficient on his left flank. That is for sure, but his right flank is mopping up Highamacus's, and he will kill the Galatian nobleman general fairly quickly.
Like the two oaths, one that he has freed up, and the fact that he is probably going to be
Yeah.
is going to be deciding this game. I mean, maybe if Highamacus somehow managed to kill the general of Achilles really, really fast, then maybe he has a chance. I don't think he can.
But I think that still Achilles engaged too early. He should have still continued the flanking maneuver before engaging. He's gonna, with this rear charge, he's going to rout that Galatian legionary for sure. There we go, it's routed off the field. It frees up the Oathsworn. Now it can turn around and fight those Galatians in melee. He's losing his left flank though, which is quite bad for him. He's killing the Highamacus's gen though. He still has the heavy horse engaged with the nobleman general, and the nobleman general is using shield screen, which is beefing up his melee defense to 114. Pretty significant. And
Should activate counter carry though.
oh, there we go. Look at that heavy horse dropping to 5 men to the Galatian nobleman. That heavy horse was kind of wasted. And looks like Highamacus is going to start flanking Achilles with his Galatian legionaries right now. Heavy horse getting to the Levy Freeman over here. They're going to crush the Levy Freeman, however, going to take some damage from javelins. This Galatian legionary over here is going to be routed off the field as it's surrounded by 2 Chosens.
Right now, Highamacus is kind of just making the blob on like Achilles'
Yeah.
left.
This is pretty bad for Highamacus. He's engaging Oathsworns from the front, and this is exactly how Oathsworns want to engage. They will be very effective in this scenario. And
While heavy horse taking on it.
Yeah.
And now coming into.
So Galatian nobleman general of Highamacus should be routed off the field very soon, or dead. If it dies,
Once
it's
it die, then
yeah. I think it is game over at this point though. Achilles should have the victory because he still has 3 Oathsworns on the field, which are still which should be able to rout Highamacus's troops. Like Highamacus has some Galatian legionaries left, but against the Oathsworn general, not going to do too much.
Shield screen now!
The other Oathsworns as well. Highamacus has a Cappadocian cap over here, but yeah.
Shield wall now!
Again, it's just super hard for Galatia to win against Oathsworns.
yeah, especially in the forest.
Hmm.
Open field, he would have had a better chance to missiles and such, but forest you can't do anything.
Yeah. Levy Freeman gonna get routed by chosen swords. There's just no way Achilles is going to lose this game at this point. He has enough Oathsworns to grind it out fully. He has an Oathsworn with 203 kills, and his general has 173 kills. Pretty significant. He destroyed some Galatian legionaries, basically. Now he's destroying the others, so this game is going to go in Achilles' favor. both swords, strong unit.
Wrong. Best metal.
Let's see. I think they got many kills, hundreds of kills this game. Yeah, 187 kills, 241, 125 kills, and they're all still alive.
Yeah, like 50% of their up, like.
Yeah. So, yeah, the Galatian noblemen, they, considering their price, they didn't really kill much.
Yeah, they were a waste of a unit.
Mm.
I think he should just have brought heavy horse or something.
Can't bring
missiles,
heavy horse
actually.
though. That's Galatia, I think.
I think
Like
they
noble
can.
horse though.
Yeah, I meant noble.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not heavy horse.
Yeah, noble horse might have been nice indeed to rear charge the Chosens and rout them quickly. I think that may have actually been the better choice indeed. Yeah, that is game 1. Currently 1-0 for Achilles. See you guys in game 2. And this is game 2, the match between Achilles and Highamacus. Achilles is up 1-0 in this best of 3. He opened with Royal Scythia on Nemetosena against a counter pick from Highamacus. Basically it is Sparta, but I'm not sure how good of a counter pick is. It is actually. It's definitely better than RDI, which he tried to counter with against me, but RDI just really difficult to make work against Royal Scythia, I think. Sparta not so much, I guess, but I still think that Royal Scythia has the edge here. Because if you bring 8 horse archers, you bring some Thracian warriors, and then the rest is like cavalry. I don't know how Sparta can stop you. Well, it would be really difficult. Unless you lose your horse archers somehow. I think you definitely should have enough ammo, and then basically the noble lancers will destroy hoplites by just charging and pulling out before the hoplites can actually do enough damage. So it's gonna be about killing the skirmishes, if there are any, for Sparta, and then having a really easy time killing the hoplites. And if there are pikes on the field, okay, the game has started. Let's see. There is indeed a box by Highamacus with hoplites and pikes. So, but anyway, I'm gonna go over the build of Achilles, and I know it exactly since I told him before the game what to bring, because basically the same build I brought against Highamacus. It is Scythian Royal Horse General, 6 Noble Horse, then 5 Thracian Warriors, I believe 5 Amazonian Riders, and 3 Scythian Noblewomen. So 8 Horse Archers, all with 150 range. But anyway, that is the build of Achilles. What does Sparta have?
Yep, for Sparta we have in the middle of it all 3 Cerex and characters. Or he has 4 current hero skirmishers. He has 5 pikemen, 4 pikemen and 1 Spartan hoplite in the back. In the front he has 4 more Spartan hoplite. Behind them 2 Pericois, then a Royal Spartan.
Yeah.
Royal Spartan is Commander General.
So the Royal Spartan, it's actually going to do quite well against the cavalry of Achilles. And I do like the position of Highamacus's general. He is basically in the center, so he won't be targeted as easily. But the thing is, the Gorgos, they actually can do quite well against the horse archers if Achilles isn't careful. Just has to go around as he's doing now and get the perfect angles on Sparta and try and bait the slinger shots. He has 40 minutes to do this. Tarentines, though, I think Tarentines are actually a pretty good choice for Highamacus. They have decent armor and they will take a lot of volleys from noblewomen, and they might just be able to bait volleys as well. Just Achilles needs to be careful and pull away his horse archers because they might get destroyed. So Highamacus is just baiting out the volleys from Achilles. Achilles is wasting volley. This isn't good. Like, he should just be trying to ignore the Tarentines as much as possible. Because
Sometimes are quite tanky cavalry
Yeah.
units.
he needs to get shots off onto the pikes. And because those are the weakest, those are the easiest to kill with like horse archers. They have terrible shields and their armor is, it's alright, but their shields are pretty bad.
It's Spartans, man. They always have overpowered armor and health and stuff. Like, that's the thing about Sparta. They just have incredibly much armor, health, and morale. Like, that's...
Ooh. Achilles mismicroing with his horse archers quite heavily here. Getting shot
I'm really
quite a
getting
bit.
punished for it, though. Like... Yeah, slingers can't do enough damage, so... By the way, is Royalsgifty actually allowed to bring Trajan warriors? I
Yes,
thought
it
they
is.
changed that rules. Didn't they change the rule for that?
I don't think they did. Not that I know of.
Replace, however, will give 5 other fascists their build. So you know that. But now I'm like looking at the rules and it says quick notion and then it says something about nomads not being special treated anymore, but I don't know. Highamacus doesn't want to complain about it, and why should we
think
make-
I think it's yeah, like I used it in my match and it wasn't a problem. I
It's a
definitely think
bit
it's
gay,
allowed.
though. It's a bit gay.
Dragons, advance!
Okay, so Highamacus is being very, very annoying with the Tarentines and the Gorgo skirmishes. Like, it's funny I say that because Achilles can't get the shots off that he wants against the box because of the Tarentines and because of the skirmishes, Gorgo skirmishes. Achilles needs to be careful with his. Oh, he dismounted his bowcav.
On a forwards!
Oh, lol.
Understood!
He could have just charged the Amazonian riders with the Tarentines if he noticed. If he noticed, he could have just done that. But he did not. That was weird.
Oh, look, some of them are actually fighting on foot.
Oh, they lost the horses. They lost the horses. Yeah, they have no horses.
How fast they're running, holy shit, man.
I don't like what Achilles is doing here. Just pushing forward like this. And then it might work because it's against hoplites, so if he gets good charges off and then pulls out immediately, might be alright for him, but
As you command!
it's still not very safe thing to do. Hoplite phalanx engaged. Now the hoplites need to get out of there. The cav need to get out of there because they're getting focused like crazy.
I really didn't know that a unit could be half mounted in this game.
Wow, look at his noble lancers taking so much damage.
Quick march!
He killed a lot of hoplites though. Like, he killed a massive amount of hoplites. I don't wonder if this is really efficient for him though. He's gonna move up with Thracians and push in. I guess he wants to use the horse archers for the late game. But I feel like he's targeting the wrong unit. He's gonna go in again.
They're not charging actually
Take aim!
just straight away.
Yeah, the Thracian warrior charge will wreck the Spartan units, the hoplites. But the question is, how is he going to deal with the Royal Spartan
Understood!
once it's engaged? Because it will do quite well against Thracians.
Riders,
But those hoplites are going to be off the field. Noble Lancers still alive. They have taken significant casualties though. One of them at least is down to half strength. But the hoplites have gotten wrecked by the cavalry charges. So I guess the risk is paying off for him. The fact that he prefers to use the...
cavalry got through.
Oh, it's getting through and it got into the Tarentines. Now he's going to go around into the Gorgos.
Yeah,
And
this is over.
The Spartan hoplite is going to get routed off the field here.
fire on the enemy!
Just like the Steppe Noble Lancers as well, doing very well here. So many Royal Scythian units still on the field, and all these units. Yeah, it's not looking good for Sparta at all.
Now! Under charge!
Pikeman's still alive, but... I mean, these Gorgo skirmishers, they can get charged right now. I don't know why Achilles isn't charging them. Like, these guys over here. Looks like he's going to go for it now.
Orders understood.
Still needs to be
Need to
careful.
melee them though.
Yeah.
Big
There's still
Taratai
pikes.
would melee.
Yeah. There's still pikes on the field, so he needs to target them and not engage them frontally, which is he's kind of doing right now. And he shouldn't do that.
Up and down. Form phalanx.
Look at how fast those Spartan pikemen actually are getting kills, like
Yeah, that's
5 a second or something.
not good for Achilles, the way he's engaging the pikes.
Riders at the double. For glory.
Frontally, this is pretty bad. The pikes wrecked his units.
Withdraw.
I don't know why he's charging in his horse archers into melee a lot, because he's losing a lot of them when he still has ammo. Definitely more effective with ammo.
Yeah, well,
But still, the Spartan box is getting hammered, and now it's mostly pikes left, and horse archers will destroy the pikes with heavy shot at least. He's not actually using heavy shot right now, which is a mistake. He needs to use heavy shot. 'Cause if he doesn't, it's...
question is, does he have enough ammo?
I think he does, because he didn't use a lot of it. Just he's playing this very weird. He's gonna lose a noble lancer right now because it's engaging a pike unit. Look at this unit.
Yeah.
It's just going to die without doing much. Very strange engagements for sure right now, and he's running into
Why
pikemen
is he
again.
putting all his melee cavalry into it? Like,
Yeah, this is not efficient by
proactively trying to kill them.
yeah. He needs to use his horse archers on the pikes, and once the pikes are done, he can go in with the cavalry against the hoplites, but he doesn't have to go into the pikes with his cavalry. That's And now he's targeting Spartan hoplites, which isn't the best choice. This is a bit strange. He does have a few noble lancers remaining and his general in good position.
Oh, what is the Spartan general doing?
Oh, it's gonna get destroyed by Amazonian riders. Oh, cavalry frontally charging pikes, but the pikes are actually pulling back, so they'll get attacked in the rear. Royal Spartans also gonna get rear charge, but those Steppe Noble Lancers went into pikes again. So I don't know what Achilles is doing with his cavalry. It's very strange.
Yes, Commander. Double time.
Apparently, like, his spear came back and he hasn't pulled it back to the line yet.
Yeah. Yeah, he's going to kill that Gorgo skirmisher, and then he should get the hell out of there. He needs to disengage right now. Yeah, the horse archers right now are going to seal the deal though for Sparta. It's just he certainly has enough ammo. But I don't know why he isn't.
Oh,
pulling
the
back.
general
There we
got
go.
charged.
Oh, by the Steppe Noble Lancers. Now he's going to die. Army losses, so I feel like the Spartan army will just chain route right now. Yes, it's going to happen. So it looks like Achilles is going to end up taking the game with Royal Scythia against Sparta. Very nicely done by Achilles, and he's going to end up taking the match with a 2-0 victory. Advancing on to the next round to play against Trolliboli, I believe. And let's see here. Spartans killed basically half the Royal Scythian army, but as you can see here, Royal Scythia is pretty good against Sparta with these rules. The Thracians destroyed the Spartan hoplites, just absolutely crushed them, and the horse archers as well. Lots of damage done by them, and that is basically game. So hope you guys and girls enjoyed. If you want to see more, don't forget to comment, rate and subscribe. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. Share the video, and I'll see you next time.